Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the introduction to biology. And as you already know, in the universe, as you may see, in the universe there exist stars, galaxies, asteroids and planets. Okay? But in one small corner of the universe there exists a precious and beautiful world in the universe. Okay, so my question for you all is that what is the interesting thing about the world to which we belong? Okay, so I am writing here my question, and that question is, what is interesting about the world what is interesting about the world to which we belong? Means जिस वर्ल्ड से आप बिलोंग करते हो, what is interesting about that? So the answer to your question is that life. The answer will be life. और ये लाइफ क्या होता है डियर स्टूडेंट? लाइफ कहाँ एग्जिस्ट करती है? दिस लाइफ एग्जिस्ट ऑन द प्लैनेट अर्थ. ओके, एंड लाइफ डजंट सिंपली मीन्स द ह्यूमन. लाइफ मीन्स द स्टडी ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, एंड दैट स्टडी लाइफ मीन्स लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स. और लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स इंक्लूड करते हैं, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स इंक्लूड्स प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स एंड माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स. Living organisms include the plants, animals and microorganisms. And the study of all these living organisms is termed as the biology. So what is biology, dear? Biology is the branch of science which deals with the study of all living organisms. And living organisms, as I already discussed, living organisms include the plants, animals and microorganisms. So who is known as the father of biology? So scientist Aristotle. Father of biology is the Aristotle. Aristotle is known as the father of biology. And from here also you can get the answer of one question, and that question is how the biology arises, or what is the origin of biology, or from where biology is derived. So dear, biology word is derived from two Greek words, and these two Greek words are bio plus logy. Bio means living, logy is the plural of logos, which means study. So that's why biology is defined as the study of all living organisms. Is that clear? So with this, I just want to tell you one thing, that when we study biology, what exactly constitutes a living organism? Means कि जब आप बायोलॉजी की स्टडी करते हो तो क्या एग्जैक्टली लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को कौन फॉर्म करता है, क्या करेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स के. सो आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू वन सिंपल एग्जांपल, and with this example it will get clear that what are the basic constituents of all living organism. So now let us consider an example of bag. As I am asking a question that when we study biology, what exactly constitutes a living organisms? So just to explain this question, I am just giving you a simple example. So you consider the example of a bag. Okay, as you can see that this is a bag. In this picture you may say this is a bag, and do you know this bag, it doesn't have the ability to move, it does not grow, it does not produce young ones of their own kind, means ये अपने ही जैसे bags create नहीं करता, it does not show movement, it does not have any kind of emotions. While on the other side you may see the human, or the, if we consider the example of human, then what you will observe, humans they eat, but bag doesn't eat. Human eats, human they show movement, human they reproduce, human they grow, human they have emotions. Okay, so dear student, what exactly constitutes a living organisms? As you may see from this example, that bag is a non-living thing. That's why it doesn't eat, it doesn't grow, it does not show any kind of movement, it doesn't have any kind of emotion. While on the other hand, human have all these property, as it is the living organisms. Okay, so this is the answer to this question. All these characteristics, the eating of food means nutrition, growth, reproduction, composition, okay, movement, all these properties, they all constitutes the living organisms. Is that clear? So now come to the point. Now the question is, now I am going to tell you the principle of life or the living organisms. कि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स के क्या प्रिंसिपल्स होती हैं विच डिसाइड्स दैट एन ऑर्गेनिज्म इज अलाइव. तो फर्स्ट वन इज द कंपोजिशन. कंपोजिशन का मीनिंग क्या होता है? हाउ अ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म इज कंपोज्ड. सो एज वी have studied in also in class 8 that cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. So composition is what? Composition is the cell. Okay, and the second one is the metabolism. Metabolism means living organisms, they need energy to do various kind of activities. So they require energy, they transform the energy, and that process is the metabolism. Process require energy. So metabolism is the requirement of energy for various activities. Okay, and the third one is the growth. Growth means what? Growth means the change in the size of an organism with the passage of time. Okay, that term is the growth. So growth is simply the change in the size of organisms with the passage of time. As you have studied, there are 4 to 5 life stages: juvenile stage, adolescent stage, adulthood. So these are the various phases of growth, means change in the size of organism with the passage of time. And the fourth property is the reproduction. Reproduction simply means ability of living organisms to produce young ones of their own kind. So ability of living organism to produce young ones of their own kind. And the fifth one is the movement. So these movement, they show locomotion and composition. Now you will say that how the plant moves. Plants, they generally do not move from one place to another. So how the plants show movement? They show movement in the form of their growth. As you may see, the size of the plant, it rises. Okay, that is the movement. And the second one, you can take a simple example of sunflower. How the sunflower grows? Sunflower grows only in the direction of sunlight. So that is also the type of movement in the plants. Okay, so these are the basic unifying principle of all the living organisms. Okay, now we will study about the main branches of biology. Now let us talk about the branches of biology. So our topic is the branches of biology. So there are basically 3 main branches of biology. Okay, 3 main branches of biology. One is the botany. Okay, the second one is the zoology. And the third one is the microbiology. Botany is that branch of biology which deals with the study of plants, in which you study about the plant. That branch of biology is the botany. So botany is generally the study of plants. Okay, in the similar way, zoology is the study of animals. While the microbiology, it is the study of all the microorganisms. Microorganisms means the organism which are extremely small, which can't be seen with our naked eyes. The study of those microorganisms is termed as the microbiology. Now, who is known as the father of botany? So, father of botany is the Theophrastus. And father of zoology is the Aristotle, and the father of microbiology is the Leeuwenhoek. Okay, again Theophrastus is the father of botany, Aristotle is the father of zoology, and the Leeuwenhoek is the father of microbiology. These are the three main branches. So if we talk about the other branches of biology, so there are different branches of other branches of biology. Okay, one is the morphology. Morphology is the study of external form. External form is external shape, size and structure. Second is the anatomy. Anatomy is the study of internal forms. Okay, and the third one is the cell biology. Fourth one is the physiology. In physiology, we will study how the different organs they perform their functions. Fifth one is ecology. Ecology is that branch of biology in which we study about the interaction of living organism with other and also with the environment. Okay, in the similar way, genetics. Okay, genetics is that branch of science which deals with the study of transfer of simply the genes. Inheritance की study, that is genetics. In the similar way, taxonomy. Taxonomy is that branch of biology which deals with the study of classification and nomenclature. Okay, so in this way there are various branches of biology. Okay, so dear student, today what we have learnt, we have just started with the introduction to biology, in which we studied that what is biology, what is the reason of biology, and the third one, when we study biology, what exactly forms the living organism, then the unifying principles of all the living organism, and today finally we have discussed with our last topic, which is the branches of biology. So with this again, thanks to all.